Welcome, and it's time for our news updates right here on Luntha television, and you're with me, Patrick Pupa. Pope Leo XIV has prayed that all the world's children may live in peace, encouraging the faithful to become welcoming signs of God's presence as they prepare for the birth of the Savior. Reflecting on the figure of Saint Joseph during the midday Angelus on the fourth Sunday of Advent, the Holy Father invited Christians to learn from the virtues of charity and mercy that educate the heart to encounter Christ and one another. Reflecting on the Gospel of the day, Pope Leo focused on Saint Joseph, recalling how God revealed Joseph's mission through a dream. Catholic Church leaders in Malawi have warned that rising unemployment and increasing living costs are pushing many young people into betting, exposing them to serious social, moral, and economic risks. The warning was made during the closing mass for the Young Catholic Workers YCW National Annual General Meeting held at St. Joseph Teachers Training College in the Diocese. Bishop of the Diocese of Dedza, His Lordship Rev. Peter Adon Chifukwa, said betting is increasingly being seen by young people as a way of surviving in difficult economic environment. Education expert Lexon Darama has welcomed the Minister of Education decision to ban learning activities during schools' holidays, saying the practice denies both teachers and learners their right to rest and amounts to illegal commercialization of education, while the Teachers Union of Malawi says it is yet to officially comment on the matter. The education expert was speaking after the Minister of Education, Science and Technology banned holiday classes for both public schools and private schools. The Road Fund Administration has moved to defend the use of toll gate revenues for road maintenance amid growing public scrutiny for calls greater transparency from civil society groups. According to Road Fund Administration Chief Executive Officer Stuart Malata, tolling has become critical to sustaining roadworks after government failed to remit about 218 billion in fuel levy arrears over the past 2.5 years. In sports news, the NBS Bank has expressed satisfaction with the manner in which the NBS Bank National Division League has been conducted, noting that the competition has already produced 30 teams that have earned promotion to the TNM Super League. Speaking during the match between Mitundu Baptist and Gender United at Maldi Stadium, NBS Bank Relationship Officer Chate Bagunde commended the teams that participate in this year's tournament. The 2005 National Bank Division League has been a significant competition, having produced 30 teams so far. And finally, in international news, after 1 month in captivity, 130 Nigerian school children abducted in Niger State have been released, President Bola Tinubu's office said on Sunday. A spokesperson said they were freed after a military intelligence-driven operation are expected to arrive in Niger State capital, Minna, on Monday. The children were among more than 300 people kidnapped from a Catholic boarding school in Papiri village on 21st November 2025. That's the end of our news updates. This has been Patrick Pupa. Good afternoon.